Oh man, I can't wait to get to work in a nice timely manner.
That's right, guys. I just made money from my poop coin. Now buy my course so you can do the same. Oh no, I lost control because I'm an idiot.
Oh, for fuck's sakes, some idiot crashed again.
Guys, they've done it. They've built a highway that is worse than I-4. I know, I couldn't believe it either. You're telling me there's a road that's even more dangerous? Now, statistically, I-4 is technically deadlier than I-95. However, I-95 has almost 8 times as many fatal car accidents on it every year. Now, I gotta be honest, guys. I don't think there's many other highways out there where you can witness the Fast and the Furious, someone's retirement fund, and 17 atrocities all within one singular mile. I-95 is about almost 2,000 miles long, which is pretty much the entire east coast of the United States. Now, if you don't know the layout of I-95, it goes from Miami, Florida, pretty much to the Canadian border in the state of Maine. I think we can all agree. Anyone that has ever had the misfortune of driving on I-95 knows this all too well. You'll travel one singular mile. You'll witness the next Fast and Furious movie, a bank robbery, heck, maybe even Palm Beach Pete all within the same mile. And because of those very reasons, I-95 has consistently ranked as one of the most dangerous interstates in the entire United States. Now, I know there's a whole lot to I-95, but I want to focus on a very specific portion of I-95, a specific 350-mile segment of the road. That's right, I'm talking about the entirety of I-95 going from Jacksonville to Miami, because specifically the section of I-95 that's in Florida is the worst part. That's right, it is the most dangerous. And after driving on there a few times myself, even doing 500 miles on it in one singular day, I think it's pretty safe to say that driving on I-95 fucking sucks! Really quick, I want to apologize for my microphone being way louder than normal in this video. Everything looked just fine on my end when recording this video until I put it into my editor and realized that a software update completely ruined my microphone settings. There's been a lot going on in my personal life recently, and I just don't have the time to sit down and re-record this video. I did my best to fix it, and it definitely sounds way better than what I had to deal with originally. Now, I-4 may be ranked as the deadliest road in America, but it's still not perfect in some segments, so I apologize in advance for that. Why is I-95 in Florida specifically so much worse than the rest of the entire United States? Worse than the rest of the entire East Coast? Well, I'll tell you guys exactly why. It's because most of the drivers on I-95 are fucking stupid! I can't even begin to describe to you just how many atrocities you'd witness just within any portion of the highway. It doesn't matter what part you're at. You can be in Jacksonville all the way to Miami, and you're just gonna see some terrible things. It's like every 8 miles, there's someone broken down on the road, having the worst day of their lives. Meanwhile, some 19-year-old LARPer from Miami's having the greatest day of their lives. You'll see grandmas fending for themselves in the left lane, going like 30 under the speed limit, making it so that everyone else has to swerve around them. Then here comes little Timothy driving on by thinking he's the next Squeeze Benz. But in reality, he just caused another 36-minute delay. But hold on, you guys hear that? It sounds like it's time for me to make some money. But do you want some money too? All right, listen up, listen closely. Recently, a jury ordered Meta and YouTube to pay millions for their role in designing and promoting addictive platforms. They knew their apps could contribute to anxiety, depression, and body image issues, but did not share those risks while prioritizing profits. The recent historical verdict underscores the consequences of those decisions. If you or your child spent years growing up on social media and experienced serious mental health struggles, you should hear this. Morgan & Morgan is stepping up to hold these platforms accountable. You could use the link in my description or scan the QR code to take a short quiz to see if you qualify for a case. It's completely free and you may be entitled to a potential recovery of over $1,000. Alright, let's get back to the video now. Now, I-4 may be ranked as the deadliest road in America, but I think that spot should now go over to I-95. The type of stuff you see on there, it's like a fight to the death. Don't even get me started on the specific portion in Miami. I-95 in Miami has got to be the worst offender of it all. Dare I say, far worse than Jacksonville. What should be a 10 to 15 minute drive is always consistently over an hour, because everyone is just so fucking stupid and they keep on crashing. Even the one time I was down there in Miami for a video I was filming, there was a car accident on I-95 so bad that it clogged the entire other side of the road for the next 6 miles back. And if you don't believe me, I even recorded it too. This footage that some of you have seen in my previous videos, that was from that very day. That's right, I was probably in this photo without even knowing it. I saw it, I was right there. That's right, even the footage that you see in the background right now, it's still going. That's all the cars clogged up there. And this happens almost on a daily basis in Miami. Hey, future editing Noth here. So I decided to test that theory for myself. I just decided to go on Google Maps right now, look at I-95, and there's 3 more accidents exactly in the spot. You know, I always keep on dunking on I-4 for its tolled express lanes, but in Miami, those things are almost the second coming of Christ. It's almost a necessity if you want to get anywhere in a timely manner over there. What's that? Don't have your sun pass set up? It's okay. That's a problem for future me. I'll deal with it later. Even I-95 is where Palm Beach Pete was first spotted. Quick lore drop. For those of you that are out of the loop and don't know who Palm Beach Pete is, some random guy that happens to look almost exactly like Jeffrey Epstein. And no, it's not a cover-up. Guys, come on. It's not him.
Could you please give us your name? Jeffrey Epstein.
Good morning, everybody. This is Palm Beach Pete from Palm Beach, Florida.
But don't even get me started on the tourist drivers there. Oh my goodness. Tourists, please stop coming to Florida. We have too many people already. I know the population of the state is around 23 million, but I swear all of you bump it up to at least 50 million. I wouldn't be surprised if a whole third of the United States is in Florida right now during the holidays.
That's the 3rd fucking time I'm sitting at this fucking light, dude, because these fucking jackasses.
But you know what? Fine. If you're a tourist and you're coming here to Florida, I'll give you some pointers. I'll help you out a little bit. Pro tip, if you're gonna be in the left lane, make sure you're going at least 20 over or else you're gonna cause an issue for everyone else. Specifically, travel in the right lane. If you're not passing people, go to the right lane. It only takes one wrong move to end up as an Instagram reel on someone's For You page. At this point, with the amount of car accidents there are on this highway, I-95 isn't even a highway anymore. At this point, we should just rename it to the world's longest graveyard. That just so happens to have people driving through it. I swear it's like every few miles, there's like someone on the side of the road or there's another car flipped over somewhere. It doesn't even matter what time you go on it. It could be at 3 in the morning. It could be at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. It could be at 7 in the morning, 12 in the afternoon. It doesn't matter. There's always some form of atrocity going on. There's someone being stupid. There's someone being dumb. There's someone messing around. There's someone fucking it up for everyone else. I'm so sorry to anyone that has to commute on this roadway every day for work. I can only imagine the atrocities you've witnessed, the things you've had to go through. At this point, everyone who has ever had to travel on I-95 should automatically get like a veteran discount. Don't even get me started on the construction over there. I-95 is almost like I-4 in this aspect, to where it's constantly under construction. There's almost no relief ever. It's always just something needs to be built. There's too many people on it. We need more lanes. We need more express lanes. We need more bypasses. We need to constantly rebuild the road because little Timothy over here decided to damage the pavement with the car explosion he caused because he thought he was squeezed Benz. I remember driving on I-95 at like 11 p.m. at night, and let me tell you, it was all smooth sailing, all up until there was a fucking traffic jam at 11! You guys want to know why that is? Because they decided to block off the whole fucking road to keep on rebuilding it! Now, it's one thing to have the road under construction, you know, I'm all for making the infrastructure way better and improving it for everybody else on the daily, but it's a completely different thing to actually fucking finish the job! Overall, I-95 sucks. Dare I say, guys, it might even be worse than I-4. I know, I can't believe it myself. This is absolutely crazy information. I just want to give a quick thank you to everyone that joined the Patreon from last video, to the 16 new members that joined for free, and to B-Man Gaming 123 for becoming a paid Patreon member. It's official. I can't fit you guys onto one screen anymore. We need multiple pages now. And because of this, I've since added a new tier to Patreon for those that want to money mog everyone, to where your name will be bigger and you'll have a different color than everyone else. And thank you guys so much for the recent support on the channel.